just been healthy this year. The numbers haven't been great, but that's on the offensive line and run game as well. They are last in the SEC in a lot of offensive categories. Taking it out of the end zone is Nick Harbor. Very dangerous. He's got track. 9 games last year. A lot of people thought they'd be in the playoff picture, and they were preseason based on their ranking, but fell all the way out from number 11, unranked this week. And Sellers setting up a screen to Faison on first down. And Faison gets the first down. He was unavailable. Here comes a pitch on the end around to Rowe. And he is met and dropped at the 35. What a stick that time by Marvin Burks. Another quick throw out in the flat, and not much for Jacobs. They rush 3 after Sellers. He steps up, gets hit as he throws deep downfield, and Rowe trying to make the juggling catch. The talented back, Ahmad Hardy, who he highlighted in the open as the running back. And Hardy trying to find some room, knocked down at the 12-yard up of 3.
Caden Green, the starting left tackle. I think he's their best offensive lineman. He is out for this game.
You mentioned Roberts. They really like him as well. Had a 63-yard touchdown run this season. And on third down, he drives the legs and picks up the first down. Beat Kansas a couple weeks ago. He'll keep it on the ground. And Hardy is bottled up this time.
Few rush the passer better in all of college football than number 6 in White.
He's talked a lot, though, about being better against the run. He was on that last play.
Exactly right.
Pribula to the air on 3rd and short. Stewart forces him out of the pocket. And the pass is caught. Pribula throwing again. Long pass. Caught at about the 42-yard line. They'll run it. Roberts trying to find a cutback lane. Give the Hardy. And coming down the line is play action pass. Pribula lobbing it towards the sideline. And play clock down to 2. Pribula to the air. Pressure up the middle. Throwing off his back foot. Knocked down. Incomplete
for South Carolina.
Empty set on 2nd and 17. 4-man rush. Sellers in the pocket, stepping up and throws a incomplete pass, but a flag comes down. Sellers wide open down the seam. First down grab for Jordan Dingle, the tight end. Dropping back as Sellers was trying to set up the screen. It was well covered, so he gets outside the tackle box and throws it away. And both those guys are hovering around the ball, and here they come. The blitz is picked up, and Sellers' pass is off target, incomplete. Ball on the Tiger 41. Sellers again off play action, in trouble. Gets outside the pocket and spun down for a sack at the 44. Nick Sellers airing it out, and oh my goodness, the receiver's wide open, but unable to catch up to it is Mazeo Bennett.
Field to his open wide receiver. To step up here with Missouri backed up against their own goal line.
And they're going to run it, and stretching the ball out and getting it out of the end zone is Roberts. Pribula to the sideline, caught by Johnson and pushed back. South Carolina stacking the box. Pribula to throw. Steps up in the pocket and takes off for the first down. Pribula past the 20. Play action, and now here's Coleman on the end around. Read well by Swain. First half. Oh, huge hit, but bouncing off it is Hardy, and there he goes. Nobody forces more missed tackles than Ahmad Hardy this season. Play fake. Pribula throws deep. Oh, what a catch by Norfleet.
Way where your big tight end can elevate, extend, and complete that catch.
Final minute of the opening quarter. And a pitch to Hardy off the left edge. And Dylan Stewart coming down the line to make
the backside chase player on this toss. That's really, I think Missouri wants to run at him, Dave. They want to bring the action to him. Clayton White, got to know where 3 is at all times.
And he is in the backfield. Pribula sidearms it, and it's caught for replacing the injured Blake Craig, who was their place kicker at the start of the year. And that hits the right upright.
Up outside, doesn't locate Joshua Manning, but Bo
ran it 155 times last year, just 25 through 3 games this season. He dumps it off here to Brian Rowe Jr. out in space. Fuller and Attaway are the 2 backs, and it'll be Fuller off the left edge.
really get into a rhythm and find his groove.
Had a miss on a deep ball earlier that would have been a touchdown. Attaway can't get the edge. Cut down beautifully by Josiah Trotter. Now in his first year here in Como, Sellers has room.
Darius Smith.
And a flag down, might be a free play for Sellers. He'll take a shot, and it's pulled in, and it's a touchdown. What a throw by Sellers to Jacobs.
But Norris Sellers from the pocket, he's got time, steps into this, a nice confident throw, plenty of air underneath the football, and just drops it in perfectly. Jacobs. Wow. Big time throw.
And Sellers had the most votes, 8, to be the first quarterback taken of the 2025 college football playoff run for the Nittany Lions. And a huge hole for Ahmad Hardy into South Carolina territory. So they accept the penalty, 1st and 5. Pribula trying to get outside and throws it away at the last second.
By Pribula, so many quarterbacks just take a sack in that spot. He's clearly outside the tackle box.
Missouri, SEC opener, South Carolina playing its second SEC game. Pribula hitches, and what a catch by Marquise Johnson. Oh, he somersaults as he got tackled inside the 20.
Never breaks stride, catches it, brings it in. And as you touched on,
Pribula flushed out of the pocket, throws, and it's incomplete. He was Pribula back in the end zone, incomplete. So Meyer will try a 24-yarder. And Missouri back in front. South Carolina ranked 11th last week, got blown out at home by Vanderbilt, dropped all the way out of the top 25. Sellers to the air. Hit as he throws, and it should have been picked off. It was with 5 minutes to play in the half. Sellers back to throw, pressure in his face, and he's sacked by McClellan inside the 10.
It was a conversation that was had, but I'd rather be hanging out with you up in the booth.
Well, not if you're going to pile drive me. Pribula throws a pass, and it's intercepted. So Rodney Newsom is in to snap the ball. Sellers to throw, and that's a laser. On the rollout, Sellers throws it deep, and it's caught for a touchdown by Rowe. Second touchdown pass for Lenora Sellers.
Watch Jalen Catalon. He's this over-the-top safety. He's looking at the inside receiver, Jacobs. He freezes. He thinks Norwood's going to continue to give ground.
And they're inside the Missouri 40. 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. Sellers, pressure in his face. It's picked up nicely. Another strike. And a first down inside the 25-yard line again. It's
Wood thinks the safety's got help over the top. Miscommunication and a wide-open Brian Rowe to give South Carolina yet another lead in this ball game. It's not just taking the ball away. What do you do with it?
First career touchdown for the true freshman Brian Rowe Jr. from Concord, North Carolina. Joyce, the Nagurski winner, and many others onto the NFL. Pribula off play action, and he throws it away. And there he is with the catch and a first down across the middle to the 40, a gain of 12 on third. Pribula to the air again, and led the receiver out of bounds. In the final 95 seconds, already a missed extra point. They'll run it up the middle. Roberts is still going. He broke a handful of tackles until they finally get him to
the ground, but it never goes down. He never stops those legs from moving.
Snapping it quickly. Pribula throwing to the sideline. Manning turns after the grab, gets the first down. Here's Hardy trying to get outside, can't. We'll see if South Carolina uses that last timeout to preserve some time maybe for the offense. That's Hardy in motion. Pribula fakes it to him. Now on the rollout, has to throw it away. In the season. And he knocks that one through.
Get a big play down the field.
Sellers, pocket breaking down. Sellers steps up and takes a huge hit back at the 33-yard line from Attaway. Hardy trying to find a hole, and it's not there. Missouri 6 of 9 on third down, but this is 3rd and 15. Pribula hit as he throws. It's underthrown and incomplete. And Sellers fires complete. And maybe 4-down territory based on where they are in the field. Sellers dropping back. There's a flag down. Sellers taking a shot, and coming back for the ball is Jacobs, and he makes the catch inside. On 1st and goal, play action. Sellers facing pressure and doesn't throw the ball away, and is sacked by Zion Young.
Perfectly as Faison goes low, sidestepped that good with his hands. And Sellers unable to get rid of the football. He's got to try to find a way to get outside the pocket of Bates.
Sack of Sellers. 2nd and goal from the 15. Sellers with time, flips it towards the end zone, incomplete. Facing a 4-man rush. Sellers, open receiver underneath is Nick Harbor, and he gets. And Joyce splits the uprights. Ahmad Hardy running to the right with room, past the 30-yard line. Another broken tackle, and Hardy still going. Hand fighting down the sideline. That position here, instead they'll keep it on the ground with Hardy. And this time, South Pribula back to pass, has to step up and takes off, and he's got room past the 20. And then defenders come flying in, and flags soar in as well.
Yet another corner. As we see Pribula go down. Now he doesn't really go into the slide.
You see the helmet-to-helmet hit there. Let's bring in Matt Austin, our rules expert. Matt, do you see it the same way the officials saw it on the field?
Yeah, I do, Dave. It's not a great slide, but
And it's 1st and goal on the 5. Give to Hardy. And again, Hardy keeps his feet moving, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Ahmad Hardy is unstoppable tonight. Here's Roberts, and he's wrapped up.
With these receivers and corners, they got to find a way to establish a run game.
Sellers off play action, gets rid of it the last second. Incomplete pass as he was being wrapped up by Zion Young. Sellers lobbing it, and it's caught for a 1st down by Jared Brown. Just his 3rd catch of the year. Now facing a 1st and 15 after the penalty. From the pocket, Sellers going to take off and run. And head for the sidelines. Sellers setting up the screen. And Attaway has some room. Got the 1st. Carries defenders inside the 25. A 14-yard pickup. Kinds of big. Sellers a couple inches shorter than Cam Newton. And he's in trouble here. And the ball is out of his hand. Sellers on the run again. Throws complete. And maybe into field goal range, although trying to get back into field goal range. Sellers again being chased. And now launches it. And it's caught inside the 20-yard line. And it's good. It was South Carolina, Taylor, that forced the turnover in the 1st half that led to a touchdown. They have a 2-point lead as we start the final frame. Play action for Pribula, the Penn State transfer, throwing on the move, complete.
To what's been his favorite target, Marquise Johnson.
And handed off the 20th carry of the game for Ahmad Hardy.
That averages 8 catches a game coming into tonight.
On 2nd and long. And they set up the screen, and they get some movement as Hardy. South Carolina with 8 in the box here. They'll run Hardy to the right, and again, the offensive line gets. Pribula hits Norfleet. It'll be a short game. Pribula to throw. In trouble. Takes off. And instead of sliding this time, he just kept running. Play at the drive. The Penn State transfer. Handing it off to Ahmad Hardy. Inside the 20.
Starter Penn State, now that he's gotten the job, he's taking it to another level.
Jamal Roberts able to break a tackle. Inside the 10. Roberts heading for the end zone. It's a touchdown. Missouri back in front. The advantage.
I know we've talked a lot about Ahmad Hardy, but we mentioned if there's a 1-2 punch here, Jamal Roberts with a...
They fake the end around. Pribula keeps it. And he scores. 26-20 Tigers. 5 sacks, -8 rushing yards. That ball is batted up into the air, and just the 6th incompletion for Sellers. A swing pass here out in space. Faison able to slip a tackle and find some running room.
And they're going to look at this for crown of the helmet for Marvin Burks, because clearly Faison is a runner.
Sellers with time, lobs it downfield and thrown out of bounds. Games each of the last 2 years. For the first time in a decade, they've never had 3 straight of those. Pribula on the quarterback draw, and he gets a chunk run. Pribula throwing high and incomplete. Tying a school record. Will they kick it to him? There is contact to the punter, and a flag comes down. Missouri missed an extra point in the first quarter, which could be huge. Design run for Sellers. Only the 3rd or 4th time we've seen that, but nowhere to go. Back to pass. Sellers taking a shot downfield and almost intercepted. The defender, Pride, had a better chance at that. Missouri rushing 3. Sellers steps up in the pocket, fires high and incomplete. Roberts again, and a great tackle. A flag comes flying in at the end, and Ahmad Hardy, who's got 23 carries, back on the field. He had 25 against Kansas. Here's the quarterback, Pribula, keeping it himself, and he slides.
Perfect time.
He's got 74 rushing yards to go with 171 through the air. Clock nearing 3 minutes to go. Can South Carolina get a stop? Roberts hammers his way. 2nd and 4 at the 37. Run it between the tackles.
Has been a huge factor all night.
Jamal Roberts with room. Busts it to the outside. 3 stops here, and then hope Missouri misses a field goal. That's not a slam dunk with some of the Tigers' kicking issues. Here's Roberts, cut down.
To get a stop here and make this interesting at the end.
Quarterback keeper, Pribula in trouble and tackled for a loss of 2. Well, they let him throw it on 3rd down and 12 or force South Carolina to use a timeout. It's an end around and no running room for Kevin Coleman. He's tackled back at the 22 to make it a 2-possession game. And the kick is perfect. Scooped up by Holman. And Holman all the way to the 40-yard line. So a touchdown or a field goal in this possession to keep themselves in the game. Sellers throws it underneath. Got to get out of bounds. And Jacobs did. On the crossing pattern. Got to get a first down for Jacobs or get out of bounds. He did neither. The clock down. 55 seconds left. Sellers. And throws it out of play. Trying to sidearm it to Faison.
Another penalty for the Gamecocks.
Now Sellers is certainly good enough to pick this up, but he needs some help. He had a drop earlier by a receiver. And Harbor, in their last 30 games, 4th best record in college football. October 11th, Missouri improves to 4-0, winning its SEC opener. South Carolina, after being ranked number 11 just 9 days ago,